Good evening from Holy Trinity High School in Hicksville, New York. My name is Jack Clarity, and alongside me is my partner, Matt Becker. This is the second of 3 games today between your Holy Trinity Titans and the visiting St. Dominic's Bayhawks. In the first game of our tripleheader, the Bayhawks took care of business and defeated the Titans. And now time for the keys of the game. Matt, what do you think it will take for both the Titans and Bayhawks to win this game?
The Titans will definitely need good communication on offense and defense, and they just need to hold a strong defense against these Bayhawks. And for the St. Dominic's Bayhawks to win this game, they're going to need to take advantage of the Titans' mistakes, and they're going to need to hustle up and down the court.
As Tyler Black wins the tip and passes it back to Ryan Lefevre. Swings it out to Oakley on the wing. Johnson drives. Back to Lefevre. And he gets called for a travel. Picked up his pivot foot before dribbling. Can't do that in this game. Nathaniel Mason-Ave passed it to Weinstein. Weinstein kicks it out. 3, no good. Off the front iron from Luis Goneris. Esslinger to inbound to Charles Johnson, one of the leading scorers for this Titans team. Johnson bringing it up center court. Guarded by Mason-Ave. Gives it to Black. Johnson to Esslinger. Esslinger scanning his options. Drives in. Off the iron. Rebounded right there by Matteo Paranello. Pushing it up court now is Mejia. Mejia drives in. Can't draw the fouls. He just throws it out of bounds. Titans ball. It's Tyler Bacon rushing back to inbound it. Gets it into Charles Johnson. He's bringing it up the court here for the Titans. Gets it to Garneau. Garneau drives and scores. Sweet righty layup right there from Garneau. Able to power through the defense. Mason-Ave kicks it to Weinstein. Weinstein, spin move. Draws the foul right there. Good move by Weinstein there, catching the defense off balance. This foul there is on Tyler Bacon for a block. First shot there for the lefty Weinstein is true. Second shot, just like the first, straight through the cup. Johnson to bring the ball up now for the Titans. Gets it to Bacon. Bacon looking to drive in on Paranello and scores with the scoop layup around Paranello. They are taking advantage of Matteo Paranello's awful defense to start the game. And they're just straight up attacking him. Mason-Ave kicks it to Goneris. Does that ball go out of bounds as Lefevre tried to save it, but to no avail? Weinstein now to inbound the ball for the Bayhawks. Weinstein scanning his options. Just gets it out to Mejia on the wing. Mejia gets it to Paranello on Bacon. Kicks out to Weinstein for a 3. It's water! Dylan Weinstein with a 3 to open up the scoring for the Bayhawks. Sees all 5 points for them. Johnson to Garneau at the top of the key. Down to Bacon. Bacon trying to shimmy his way past Paranello. Shot off the iron, no good. Mejia looking to push the pace. As the St. Dominic's Bayhawks call a timeout there, it would be a 30-second timeout. Matt, how do you think both teams have come out to start the game?
Both teams have come out pretty strong. A couple mistakes here and there by each team, but nothing that they can't come back from. The Bayhawks are looking pretty strong, pushing their way through these Titan defense. And the Titans also look like they're pushing through this Bayhawks defense. I think both defenses need to stay strong and hold each other.
The Titans are coached by head coach Jimmy Golazewski, and the assistant coach is Mike Sixsmith. And the Bayhawks are captained by Ashish Kapoor, with the assistant coach being Andrew Nelson. As it'll be Weinstein now to inbound the ball, guarded closely by Garneau. Gets it out to Gonaris. Paranello, fadeaway jumper, no good. Weinstein with the rebound, able to out-muscle everyone for that rebound. Now dribbling with it. Drive into the lane, spin move. Shot is no good, gets his own rebound and puts it up and in. Dylan Weinstein looking unstoppable right now for these Bayhawks. Johnson up the court, drives in. As a jump ball is called as Mason Ave looked to have the ball stolen, but Johnson was just able to hold out long enough for a jump. But it goes in the Bayhawks' favor now. Looks like the Titans are trying a little full court pressure here, trying to force them into mistakes. As they double Weinstein, trying to get the ball, and a foul is called right there on Ryan Lefevre. Weinstein to inbound. Mason gets to Mason Ave in the backcourt. Handling the ball right now. Titans are in a 2-3 zone. Gets the ball inside. Weinstein hook shot, no good. Lefevre with the rebound, pushing it up court. Has his pocket picked by Mason Ave. Ball goes to Gonaris. Gonaris driving in. Kicks it back out into a bit of a no man's land. Mason Ave and Garneau both fighting for the ball. Somehow it finds Weinstein. Weinstein, baseball pass to Mejia. Mejia to Paranello. Johnson steals it. And Lefevre able to come away with that and pushing it up the court now for the Titans. Lefevre drives in on Mason Ave. No good off the glass. Rebound by Mejia. Mejia brings the ball to the court now for the Bayhawks. Scanning his options. Mason Ave fakes pass to Gonaris. Drives in. Elbow jumper is good. Nathaniel Mason Ave right there with a sweet jump shot. Brings the lead up to 5 now. Bacon, top of the key. Foot on the line, jumper, no good. Rebound by Garneau, and he puts it up and in. Stephen Garneau, one of the leading rebounders for this Titans team. That's one of his calling cards, folks. Mason Ave, top of the key, 3, no good. Rebounded, though, by Gonaris. Mejia drives in, kicks it to Gonaris. One more to Weinstein. Weinstein's travel is called up and down. Couldn't release the ball before he landed. As Charles Johnson will come out now in favor of Jonel Coronado. It's Coronado now to bring it up the floor for the Titans. Down by 3 with about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kicks it to Esslinger. Esslinger, 3, no good off the iron. Garneau, another rebound for him, but he just can't push that in. Mejia pushing it up to Gonaris. Gonaris, corner 3, no good. Another leading rebounder for the Titans, Tyler Bacon with the rebound. Lefevre pushing it up, gets it to Coronado. Coronado trying to drive in on Paranello, no good. This will be out of bounds. Titans ball, last touch by Brandon Mejia. And Christian Lackes now comes in favor of Luis Gonaris. Lefevre scanning options, gets it to Esslinger. Esslinger pump fake, scanning his options on the wing. Screen for Garneau. Esslinger drives. Floater is good. Great shot there by Chris Esslinger. Another one of the leading scorers for this Titans team. Mason Ave getting guarded closely by Lefevre. Stephen Garneau pokes that ball out of bounds. That'll be Bayhawks ball. Dylan Weinstein to inbound. Gets it to Mason Ave. Mason Ave drives baseline. Tries to get it to Paranello, but no. It just goes off his hands. And Brandon Mejia will be whistled there for the foul, and Jonel Coronado just got caught reaching in. Ryan Lefebvre to bring the ball up. Gives it to Bacon on the wing. Bacon's good pass finds Stephen Garneau. No good though. And Lefebvre with the defensive putback still doesn't go. As what a job poking the ball away there by Tyler Bacon. And Lefebvre draws the foul on the way up on Nathaniel Mason-Ave. Lefebvre here with his first of 2 shots. No good off the back iron. Hate to see the Titans throwing away these free points at the free throw line. Just got to make their free throws if they want to win this game. Second shot from Lefebvre. No good off the front iron. Weinstein and Garneau battling for the rebound, but Weinstein comes away with it. We're bringing it up the court now. Mason-Ave calling for it, but he still hasn't got it. Okay, Mason-Ave ball at the top of the key. Screen from Weinstein, decides not to use it. Trying to get Lacus with the baseline. Gets to Mason-Ave. Euro step in and one. Count it. Nathaniel Mason-Ave with the hoop and the harm here for St. Dominic's. He drew the foul there on Ryan Lefebvre. And we'll have this shot here to extend their lead. Free throw is up and rattles in and out. Garneau with the rebound gets it to Lefebvre. Lefebvre pushing the ball up the court. Finds Garneau in for the easy layup. Great vision right there by Lefebvre. As the Titans try to get full court pressure, but no one has marked Weinstein. Weinstein with that patented spin move he uses. Gets it to Mason-Ave. Mason-Ave thinking about a 3. Weinstein gives him a screen. Gets it back to Weinstein. Weinstein between the legs. Garneau harassing him on the defensive end. What a steal there. Gives it to Coronado, back up to Garneau. Another easy layup. As the Titans right now are feasting on St. Dominic's mistakes. Just getting out there in transition, trying to increase their lead. Mejia being guarded closely by Coronado. Good job by Coronado there, sliding his feet. Gets him off to Esslinger. Now Paranello wasn't able to grab the ball as it is out of bounds, Titans ball. As Jonathan Prayer II and Charles Johnson come in favor of Ryan Lefebvre and Tyler Bacon. Johnson to bring the ball up. Jumper from the elbow, no good. Prayer with the rebound, drives in on Mason-Ave and draws the foul. Good job there by Prayer, driving in, able to get to the charity stripe for 2 shots. First shot. Able to rattle that one home. As Gonaris now comes in for Mason-Ave, who has 2 fouls. Second shot here from Prayer. Water. So Jonathan Prayer goes 2 of 2 from the line. Now the Titans full court pressure. Coronado and Esslinger try to trap Weinstein. Garneau pokes it away. Garneau goes up for the layup. Looked like he thought about dunking it there, but had second opinions. Mejia now being harassed by the Titans defense. Mejia trying to get it across, and a foul is called there on Jonel Coronado. It's a bad foul there as they had Mejia in trouble, and Bayhawks were in danger of an 8-second violation. Weinstein now to inbound the ball. Gets it to Lacus, back to Weinstein. Weinstein making his way to the top of the key. Between the legs. Good defense here by the Titans, gives it to Gonaris. He just throws it up in air balls. He was trying to extend that.
Titans are currently leading this game by 5 points, 16-11. We'll see what happens when we come back in the second quarter.
And welcome back here on the Holy Trinity Titans YouTube channel. It's the start of the second quarter. Titans inbound the ball after that almost half-court heave by Gonaris to end the first quarter.
Jonel Coronado to Charles Johnson to inbound. Charles Johnson driving to the hoop, and it's good.
What a drive there by Charles Johnson, taking advantage of that weak defense from the Bayhawks. Lacus spinning, looking for options, looking for a soap, and he gets called for a travel. Lacus trying to do it all himself out there. But this is a team sport, buddy. Find another teammate. Johnson pushes the ball up to Coronado, trying to spin past Mejia. Gives it to Bacon. Bacon wasn't expecting the ball. Now trying to drive in on Branscombe and able to do it. Mejia bring the ball top of the key. Gets it off to Lacus. Lacus to Weinstein. Weinstein drops it off for Gonaris. Gonaris to Lacus. Your defense here by the Titans. Branscombe to Weinstein. Weinstein with a three, no good. Just barely grazes the iron. And Johnson with the rebound, pushing it up court. Takes it all the way, but no. Rebound by Prayer and puts it up and in. As the Bayhawks right now have not been able to rebound at all, and the Titans are just fully bullying them on the glass, taking advantage. Titans looking to trap now. Mejia gets it up to Weinstein. Weinstein to Lacus. Lacus to Branscombe, the lefty. Way off on that three-point attempt. Prayer with the rebound. Prayer trying to take it all the way. Draws the foul.
Looks like Jonathan Prayer, the second, will take 2 free throw shots. Here's the first, and he just barely misses off the rim. Here comes Prayer's second shot. Oh, no good. The Titans are going to have to capitalize off those free throw shots. They seem to be drawing a lot of fouls. And
Mason Ave there with the deep two to bring the Bayhawks back within 10. Johnson gets it to Garneau. Garneau scanning, gets it to Prayer. Prayer to Bacon. Bacon, one dribble pull-up, no good off the iron, but Prayer with another rebound. Puts it up and in. Looked like there might have been a little bit of contact there, but Jonathan Prayer still powered through. Mason Ave now driving baseline. Kicks it to Mostransky. No good. Garneau with another rebound. Looking to push it up the court. And yet another solo bucket for Steven Garneau. He is on fire now, on both sides of the court for this Titans team. as the Bayhawks there are forced to call a timeout. And we will take a break. When we come back, it'll be the Bayhawks to inbound on the Holy Trinity Titans YouTube channel. Just welcome back here on the Holy Trinity Titans YouTube channel. Brandon Mejia to inbound here to Nicholas Masonave. There's Branscombe there coming to the top of the key and then goes back down. Masonave, good defense there by Coronado to knock it away. Gets it back to Masonave. Masonave trying to get it to Mostransky through a sea of bodies, but a steal right there by Prayer. Johnson gets it up to Garneau, but it just slips right out of his hands and goes out of bounds. I don't know about you, but I think Steven Garneau had some popcorn before this game because his hands are like butter. Mostransky now dribbling in the backcourt, trying to get it up to gets it to Mejia. Mejia gets it to Paranello. Paranello with a mismatch now, but Mostransky with the ball. Titans looking to trap him. Coronado pokes it away, but Mostransky gets it back, gets it to Masonave. Masonave scanning his options, trying to dribble through, gets it to Mostransky. Mostransky deep three, way off. Matt, I don't know about you, but I personally think that Bayhawks should stop shooting those deep threes. They've come nowhere close.
Yeah, I would agree. I think they just need to maybe take one more step closer, and I think they will be good from there.
Bacon now at the top of the key. Coronado trying to dribble through Mejia. Gets it back to Garneau. Garneau with the floater, up and in. Steven Garneau is on fire this half for the Titans, looking absolutely unstoppable out there. As a steal by Garneau, he does it all. Gets it to Coronado, but just a little too high for him, and it goes out of bounds. Steven Garneau has done everything the Titans have asked for this half, and more. Masonave now brings it up. Gets it to Mejia. Mejia to Mostransky. Gives it back to Weinstein. Weinstein dishes it off to Paranello. And he draws the foul there on Jonathan Prayer. Me personally, I think that was all ball, but the refs obviously saw otherwise. So they call it a blocking foul. First shot here for Paranello. The big lefty big man rattles in and out. Not how you want to start your free throw trip. As Lefebvre now comes on in favor of Bacon. Second shot here from Paranello. Is up and no good. Looking like Mitchell Robinson there at the free throw line. Lefebvre to Coronado from three. No, in and out. It's halfway down. It's heartbreaker for Coronado there. Weinstein brings the ball up the floor. Dishes it to Masonave. Just able to corral that before it gets past half court. Scanning his options. Gets it to Mejia. Mejia to Mostransky. Back to Mejia. Mejia being guarded by Johnson. Drives in. Gets it to Weinstein. Weinstein drives in. Takes it in on Lefebvre and draws the foul. The foul there is on Ryan Lefebvre. Now let's see if Weinstein can do better than his big man counterpart Parinello and actually make a free throw. First shot from Weinstein is up and in. Second shot here from Weinstein is butter. Johnson to bring the ball up now. Gets it to Prayer. Prayer with a mismatch, drives baseline. A good defense there by Parinello, deflecting it out. As Jonel Coronado now to inbound. Gets it to Prayer. Prayer goes up on Parinello and scores. As they are just feasting on Mateo Parinello here in the first half, taking full advantage of his defensive liability. Mason Ave now with the jumper, no good. Prayer and Parinello fighting for the rebound, but it gets to Garneau. Garneau up to Coronado. Coronado with the contested layup, no good, and Parinello with a rebound. Gets it to Mason Ave. Mason Ave scanning his options. Brings the ball up to the top of the key. Steps into a three. And another air ball for the Bayhawks. It looks like they've forgotten how to shoot here in the first half. That is now, as we have counted, 5 first half air balls for the Bayhawks. They might have to reconsider their strategy. Esslinger gives it to Johnson. Johnson being guarded by Mason Ave, gets it to Garneau. Garneau to Prayer. Open three. No good. Garneau fight for the rebound, but Parinello comes away with it. Dishes it to Weinstein. Weinstein. Spin move on Garneau. Good move to the basket and draws the foul.
I think as we've seen from these Titans, they've just been using their size on defense. Their long wingspans, they've just been batting down the balls.
Yeah, and Coach Jimmy Golazewski there looking for maybe a carry on that. First shot here from Weinstein is up and in. Second shot from Weinstein is up and in. Johnson bringing the ball up. Gets it to Garneau. Garneau at the top of the key. Coronado. Trying to get the Coronado top of the key three. No good. Short. Garneau with an offensive rebound. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson drives. Gets Mason Ave to jump. Oh, what a move by Charles Johnson, but he just can't finish. So Mason Ave now bringing the ball up. With about 1:30 left in the first half. Weinstein steps into a three, no good. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson trying to get it up to Garneau. Through a sea of bodies, he somehow finds it and puts it up and in. It was good defense there by the Bayhawks. Garneau was just better on that play. Mason Ave now bringing the ball up the court. Looking for his scanning options. Gets it to Weinstein. Weinstein seems to be one of the main players for this Bayhawks team. He looks to have excelled in about everything there. Almost lost the ball. Lacus with a 2, and it's good. As they seem to have called that a 3, even though his foot was clearly on the line. I don't know what the ref saw there. Prayer drives in, off the glass, is good. Mason Ave now on the wing. Contested jumpers. I don't even know what to call that. Esslinger grabs it though, gets it up to Garneau, but is no good, just out of his arm span. As Stephen Garneau has a long wingspan, but it was just out. It looks like they maybe just called a foul there on Chris Esslinger. I don't even know what he did. Mason Ave drives in and gets fouled right there by Prayer. Oh no, looks like it's going to get called on Garneau there.
Mason Ave going to take, I believe, 2 free throws on the Titans. Here's his first one. And he just misses. Here comes his last free throw. Mason Ave. Ball's up. And it's in.
As for the Bayhawks today, it looks like everyone but Weinstein is having trouble at the line. And Bacon just can't corral that on a... It looked like a good pass from Johnson. Bacon just let it slip through his hands. Lacus gets it to Weinstein. Weinstein. And Gonaris with another desperation heave at the buzzer is no good. And the Titans will go into halftime up 34-21. Matt, how do you think that both the Titans and the Bayhawks have done with their first half keys to the game?
The Titans have definitely been very present and active in this game. They're hustling really hard. But these Bayhawks, they're just folding on the defense, and they're just throwing up shots that are just out of their range on offense. I think the Bayhawks just need to play a little bit better on offense and defense, and the Titans just need to stay with what they're doing.
As we will be back after halftime on the Holy Trinity Titans YouTube channel. As welcome back here on the Holy Trinity Titans YouTube channel is the start of the second half. Dylan Weinstein now to inbound to Nathaniel Masonade. Gets to Weinstein. Weinstein drives on Garneau. Goes up for the layup and sinks it over Tyler Bacon, who looks to be in a little bit of pain. It's Charles Johnson now to bring the ball up for the Titans. As it looks like they're going to call a foul there on Mason Ave. Looks like the Titans are trying to get him to foul trouble here. So that is, I believe, 3 on him to start the second half. And Tyler Bacon there drops an easy pass. Maybe he had the popcorn before the game, right, Matt? This is Mason Ave now being guarded by Lefevre. Drives with his left, picks up his dribble, gets it to Weinstein. Weinstein with the screen from Gonaris. Spin move on Garneau does not work. To Gonaris, back to Weinstein, dribbling at the top of the key, being guarded closely. Gets it off to Mason Ave. Thought about a 3. Now drives baseline. Shot up, no good. Paranello fighting for the rebound, but Lefevre gets it. Looking to push it up. Now in the corner. Drives baseline. Tried the pump shot, no good. Gonaris now gets it away from Esslinger, gets it to Weinstein. Weinstein drives on Garneau, throws it up and in. He gets the hoop and the harm. Dylan Weinstein going to the line. As Dylan Weinstein now, one shot. Is no good off the left iron. Garneau now to bring it up, pushing it on Weinstein. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson using the screen from Garneau. Drives in. Lefty floaters in and out. It's Paranello with the rebound. Gets it over to Mason Ave. Mason Ave pushes it up to Weinstein. Weinstein looking to drive with the left. Gets it to Paranello. Paranello being swarmed by Titans and Tyler Bacon with the steal. Gets it up to Johnson. Johnson pushing it up. Gets it to Lefevre in the corner. Lefevre finds Bacon cutting in and is fouled right there by Paranello, who claims he went straight up. But we saw him slap down that hand trying to block it. As in high school these days, everyone's going for those highlight reel blocks, trying to send them all into the stands. But sometimes you just got to keep your hands straight up. Bacon now with 2 shots. First shot is up and in. As prayer now comes on in favor of Garneau. Garneau, after an excellent first half, is probably looking to continue that into the second half. Bacon now with the second. Able to rattle that one home. Tyler Bacon goes 2 of 2 from the line, and the Titans immediately go full court pressure. Mason Ave now trying to dribble through the entire Titans defense. Thought about a 3, steps up. Mid-range jumper is good. What a tough jumper there by Nicholas Mason Ave. And Jimmy Golazewski is forced to call a timeout for the Titans. So we will be back after the break. YouTube channel. As it'll be Ryan Lefevre now to inbound for the Titans. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson bringing it up, crossing the logo now as he picked up his pivot foot, trying to get it to Bacon. But he had second thoughts, and that's called a travel, my friends. as Mejia now bringing the ball up for the Bayhawks. Dribble handoff to Mason Ave. Mason Ave drives around. Gonaris thought about a three, gets it to Weinstein. Handoff there to Gonaris. Back to Mejia on the wing. Gets it to Weinstein in the paint. Kicks it out to Mason Ave. Mason Ave tried the step through jumper, and they call it travel, as apparently the travel occurred before the foul there. So Nathaniel Mason Ave just couldn't quite keep that pivot foot down. Johnson now to bring the ball up for the Titans. Gets it off to Esslinger. Esslinger, deep three, no good. Gonaris with the rebound, pushing it up the court now. Gets it to Mason Ave. Mason Ave being guarded closely by Esslinger. Mason Ave driving with the left. Spin move. No movement from Esslinger. Gets it to Mejia. Mejia trying to drive towards the paint, looking for a second option. Weinstein, baseball pass to Gonaris. Gonaris no good off the front rim. Prey with the rebound. Gets it up to Esslinger. Esslinger in the open court. Scoop layup is good. What a reverse layup there by Chris Esslinger. Mason Ave now trying to get past Esslinger. Esslinger absolutely harassing him on defense. Gets it to Mejia. Mejia scanning his options. Drives on Johnson out on the wing. Gets it to Weinstein about the top of the key. Weinstein drives with his left. And a push is called right there on Ryan Lefevre. As Jonel Coronado now comes in for Lefevre. As that is maybe one too many fouls right there on Lefevre, and Golazewski just wants to take him out. Mason Ave right there in the backcourt. Esslinger. Mason Ave able to shake off Esslinger. Tough floater is good over Charles Johnson. Johnson now bring the ball up the court. Spin move. Fadeaway jumper is good. What touch there from Charles Johnson. Just barely able to keep that ball on the rim and gets it in. Weinstein now being guarded by Prayer. Weinstein drives, kicks it to Gonaris. Pump fakes three. Drives baseline now. Him and Weinstein were obviously not on the same page there as he tried to get it to him. Coronado now on the other end draws the foul on Mejia. Great transition defense there by the Titans. And it'll get him to the line with Jonel Coronado in the form of 2 shots. First shot is up and no good. Off the rim, then the glass, and back out. Second shot coming now for Coronado. Is good. He sinks it. Mason Ave now calling for a screen. Gets one from Weinstein. Decides not to use it. Gets back out to Weinstein at the logo. Weinstein driving. Picks up his dribble at the wing. Gets it back to Lacus. Lacus being harassed. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson. Weinstein tried to block it. Johnson missed it. Prayer grabs his own rebound and throws it off Mejia. It'll be Titans ball. As the Titans right now are bounding and astounding, getting those offensive and defensive rebounds, as Kyle Roy now will come in for Tyler Bacon. Jonel Coronado to inbound, looking for options. Gets it to Prayer. Prayer backing down Paranello. Prayer spinning like Hakeem, but no good as Paranello with a good defense and the rebound. Gets it up to Mason Ave. Mason Ave driving in on Prayer and draws the foul. So the whole Bayhawks team rushes to help Mason Ave up. This Prayer just got caught trying to block that, and hand went straight into the arm of Mason Ave. 2 shots upcoming. First shot from Mason Ave. No good off the back iron and rolls out. as the Bayhawks have struggled from the charity stripe today, as it seems like only Dylan Weinstein is locked in from there. Mason Ave now. Second shot. Rattles in and out. Kyle Roy with the defensive rebound now. Johnson pushing it up the court. Gets it to Coronado. Coronado drives baseline. And draws the foul there. What a drive there by Jonel Coronado. And draws the foul there on Christian Lackus. Got caught reaching. Coronado gets back to the charity stripe again with 2 shots. First shot is good. Second shot upcoming from Coronado. It's no good off the front iron. Try to get a hustle play to get the rebound, but Mason Ave gets it back to Mejia. Mejia to Weinstein. Weinstein being guarded closely by Prayer as the Titans have come out in this third quarter with man-to-man defense. Weinstein dribbles it past, gets it through, and then kicks it back out to Mason Ave. Mason Ave using a screen. Jump shot is no good. Another air ball here for the Bayhawks, as that is now 6 in the game. As by my count, that is 6, and the Bayhawks look like they're forcing way too many bad shots right now. As Mostransky now comes in for Lackus. Johnson brings the ball up, uses a screen from Roy. Thought about a 3, drives in now, gets it to Roy. Roy able to draw the foul there. That pump fake sent both defenders jumping straight into the air, and is able to draw that right there on Anthony Branscombe. So Roy will now be at the charity stripe for 2 shots. First shot there from Kyle Roy is off front iron, no good. Second shot now, it's from Roy. No good off the back iron, fight for the rebound. Weinstein has it, pushing it up the floor now. Prayer coming from behind, gets it to Mostransky. No good off the iron. Johnson with another rebound. Pushing it up the court now. Drives in between both the Bayhawks defenders, and it is punched out there by Anthony Branscombe, and it'll be Titans ball. Coronado now try to inbound it to Johnson, stolen by Mejia. Mejia pushing the ball up the floor. Pivot, gets both defenders to jump. Mostransky now for a 3, no good off the iron. As Mason Ave with the rebound, no. And Jonel Coronado grabs it and trying to push it up. Gets it to Jonathan Prayer. Weinstein looks like he was setting up for a block, but does not go for it as Prayer puts it up and in. Mason Ave now was pushing the ball up and then stopped. Stop and start move, trying to get to the cup, no good, but gets his own rebound. Kicks it out to Weinstein. Weinstein with the 3, no good. Fight for the rebound in court. Fight for the rebound. Coronado has it, but a foul is called on Mason Ave, as that will be, I believe, his 4th foul. And he is officially in foul trouble, folks. As Coach Ashish Kapoor is looking to get him off the court as quickly as possible. As it looks like the Titans are in the bonus now. And now every foul from now on will result in 2 shots for the Titans. First shot upcoming here from Jonel Coronado. Sinks it. Second shot now upcoming. And he sinks that one like the Titanic. Mejia now gets it up to Branscombe. Branscombe to Mostransky. Mostransky to Gonaris. Gonaris. Jump shot is no good. Roy with the rebound. Gets it up to Johnson. Johnson pushing it up to Coronado. Coronado drives in on Paranello. No good. Good defense there by the big man. Gets it up to Mejia. Mejia with a minute left on the clock. Gets it to Weinstein at the top of the key. Weinstein trying to drive left on Esslinger. Weinstein drives middle, but a foul is called before the shot on Chris Esslinger. As Dylan Weinstein seems to be good at drawing fouls for these St. Dominic Bayhawks. But he will come out now. And Mastransky now to inbound. Gets it to Gonaris. Gonaris, fake the three. Branscombe to Mastransky. Mastransky gets it over to Mejia. Sets a screen for... Oh, Coronado with the steal. Just throws it up there and draws the foul. It'll be another 2 shots for Jonel Coronado, who has been able to get to the charity stripe fairly often this evening. So the first shot coming now from Coronado is good. Jonel Coronado is on fire right now from the free throw line. Second shot from Coronado is up and in as he goes 2 for 2 again from the line and increases the Titans' lead to 19. Gonaris now gets it back to Mejia. Mejia drives in, kicks it to Mastransky. Mastransky from 3. It's good! Jason Mastransky finally hits a 3. And he is able to shrink that lead from the Titans down. Esslinger now gives it up to Roy. Roy will try a 3 of his own and no good. Hits the rim and Esslinger steps out of bounds trying to save it for the Titans. As Mejia now, a half-court heave at the buzzer is no good off the top of the backboard.
And that will do it for this quarter from the Titans and the Bayhawks. We will come back after this brief break on the Holy Trinity YouTube channel.
As welcome back here for the start of the fourth quarter on the Holy Trinity Titans YouTube channel. The Titans are up 48-32 with only 8 minutes left to play in this game. Jonel Coronado handling the ball at the top of the key, drives on Mejia, throws up a right-handed shot, no good. Good defense there by Paranello, who gets the rebound. Paranello to Mejia, Gonaris to Mejia, pump fakes again. Stephen Garneau fight for the rebound. Mason Ave just throws up a shot trying to draw a foul, and it'll throw it out off of Stephen Garneau. Weinstein now to inbound for this Bayhawks team. Bayhawks are down by 16, looking for a spark to start this fourth quarter. Weinstein Looking for anyone. Gets it to Mason Ave. Mason Ave drives in. Right-handed shot. I don't even know how to describe that. Is good. As Jonel Coronado now gets it over to Aiden Villa, who is checked in now for the Titans. Chris Esslinger handling the ball at the top of the key. Stop and start. Gets it to Aiden Villa. Passes it off to Bacon, who once again lets the ball come out of his hands. I don't know what's wrong with Tyler Bacon today, but his hands are like butter. Cannot keep control of the ball. Nathaniel Mason-Ave now bringing the ball up, being guarded by Esslinger. Drives straight into Coronado, and a travel is called. Good defense there by the Titans. As now prayer comes on in favor of Tyler Bacon. Coronado now to inbound. Gets it to Esslinger. Esslinger slowly bringing the ball up to Garneau. Garneau finds Villa. And a double dribble is called there on Aiden Villa. I don't know about that one, ref. Because Villa did not fully have control of the ball, but the refs called it anyways. Mason Ave now bringing the ball up for the Bayhawks. The Bayhawks need to start scoring right now if they want any chance of coming back. Gets it to Mejia. Mejia with another three, another air ball for the Bayhawks. As that is, by my count, 7 today for the Bayhawks. There's Garneau there, and Weinstein touches the ball out of bounds. That'll be Titans ball underneath the basket. As the Bayhawks seem to be taking way too many contested shots. That is 7 air balls. Esslinger from the corner, no good off the iron. Gets it to Mason Ave. Mason Ave trying to spin, trying to do his best to get away from Esslinger. A little bit of an ISO call here. Esslinger guarding him closely. Mason Ave with an elbow jumper, in and out. Fight for the rebound. Paranello and Prayer both fighting for it, but it'll go off Jonel Coronado and out of bounds. Bayhawks ball. As Charles Johnson and Brian Padilla now check in for Aiden Villa and Chris Esslinger. As coach Jimmy Golazewski seems to be emptying his bench here in the final quarter. As almost everyone has gotten in for the Titans. Mejia driving on Coronado. Thinks otherwise. Gets it back to Mason Ave at the top of the key. Drives in and gets rim checked. Rim, best defender on that play there. Garneau, once again, a solo basket. Steven Garneau, what can he do in this game? He can't do anything wrong for the Titans. It's Mason Ave, drives in on Johnson, gets it back to Weinstein. Spin move on Garneau, just throws it up at the basket, hoping to get a foul call. Coronado with the rebound and bringing it up, being guarded by Mejia. Coronado drives in and scores. What a take right there from Jonel Coronado. Not afraid of Mateo Paranello. And able to take that one in. Gonaris now finds Weinstein in the post. Weinstein drives. No good off the back iron. And Charles Johnson now bringing it up with speed for the Titans. Gets it off to Garneau, who looked to be fouled a little bit by Weinstein. But Mason Ave with the steal now. Bringing it up. Ball gets lost in a bit of foot traffic and then stolen by Coronado, who has the easy layup right there for the Titans. The Titans are now up by 20 and look to be running away with this game. As Mason Ave now slowly brings it up for the Bayhawks, who need to hurry now if they want any chance of winning this game. And Charles Johnson, they're able to draw the jump ball, but it'll stay with the Bayhawks. Mason Ave now looking to inbound looking for anyone. Brian Padilla falls down. Gonaris with a three, no good off the iron. Paranello with the rebound. Uncontested, gets it out to Weinstein. Weinstein, his three, rattles it home. Dylan Weinstein, what I believe is only the second made three by St. Dominic here today, as they've struggled from three-point land. Coronado now, midi, no good off the back iron. Paranello with the rebound. Mason Ave now brings the ball up the court. His three, rattles in and out. Because the Bayhawks have gotten so unlucky today. Stretch pass to Garneau. Garneau layup is good. Steven Garneau. What a beast. He's a beast both in and out of transition. Mason Ave now. About half court. Mason Ave looking for options. Gets it to Parinello on the inside. Prayer, good defense. Pass, hits it out. Weinstein, his three is good. Wet like water. Dylan Weinstein. You could hear that one from Canada. It was so crisp. Timeout, Holy Trinity. As we are back here on the Holy Trinity Titans YouTube channel after that glorious three by Dylan Weinstein. It'll be Titans ball, and St. Dominic's looks to have come out in a bit of a full court pressure here, trying to trap and get the ball back because they are down. Johnson gets to Lefevre. Lefevre instantly being pressured. Gets the ball up to Prayer. Prayer, from about the block, is good. Those small things that they're doing are just keep adding up, and the Titans are in control of this game. Weinstein now at about the logo. Driving in on Lefevre. Kicks it out to Gonaris. Gonaris thought about a three. Drives in now and draws. And one! Louis Gonaris. What a drive. And gets the foul. He gets the hoop and the harm now, and will go to the line. Hoping to draw the Bayhawks within 15 points. So the shot here from Gonaris is good. He's able to convert on the three-point play. Johnson now fakes the pass, gets it up to Padilla. Padilla to Garneau. Garneau dishes it off to Prayer, and he scores. What can't Steven Garneau do? He can score, he can pass, he can rebound. Weinstein now drives in. Bad shot again from him off the glass. Gets his own rebound, though, and able to put it up and in. Dylan Weinstein now is one of these, obviously the Bayhawks' best player in this. Almost single-handedly carried them throughout this whole game. Johnson now looking to slow down the pace. Gets it to Garneau. Garneau gets it to Prayer in the corner. Prayer, take the corner three. No good. Airballs it. Too long. Mastransky now looking to pick up the pace. Drives in. No. Layup is no good. Garneau looking to get out in transition. He'll think twice about that and then kick it to Prayer. Prayer finds Charles Johnson in the corner to Padilla, to Garneau at the top of the key, scanning his options, gets it to Padilla. Padilla driving around on Weinstein, and a travel is called as he took that little bit of a hop step. He's complaining to his coach about a call, but even the coach doesn't agree with him on that one. As Brandon Mejia now to inbound to Nathaniel Mason-Ave. Mason-Ave bringing it up the court. Calling out a play. Gets a screen from Mejia. Mason-Ave, mid-range jumper is good. Timeout, St. Dominic, and we'll be right back here on the Holy Trinity Titans YouTube channel. As welcome back here on the Holy Trinity Titans YouTube channel. It would be the Titans now to inbound with a 13-point lead on the Bayhawks of St. Dominic's. Coronado gets it up to Prayer. Prayer between Parinello's legs to Bacon and one! What a pass there from Jonathan Prayer. Gets it to Tyler Bacon, who gets the N1. Parinello got caught sleeping there with his legs wide open. And Prayer is like, I don't care, I'm going to do it anyways. Straight through his legs. Beautiful pass to Bacon, who's hoping now to convert on a 3-point play. Bacon with the free throw, no good. Fight for the rebound. Prayer gets it. Looking for his options, finds Esslinger. Esslinger drives baseline. Looking to kick it out, but a blocking foul is called on Parinello. Coronado now to inbound for the Titans. Gets it to Prayer. Prayer gets it to Esslinger. Esslinger back in the corner for Coronado. Coronado trying to drive baseline. No deal. Gets it to Johnson. Johnson hits Bacon in the post. Bacon, a little ISO move, trying to get to Coronado, but poked away by Mastransky, and Weinstein now bringing the ball up the court. They need a quick score here if they want any chance. Weinstein drives in, stolen by Esslinger. Esslinger racing up the court. Against Gonaris, drives in with the sweet righty layup. What a shot there by Chris Esslinger. As Mejia now gives it to Weinstein. Weinstein finds Mastransky. Mastransky gives it to Gonaris. The Bayhawks pretty much need a 3 here, but Gonaris, mid-range jumper, no good. Fight for the rebound. Jonathan Prayer has it. Gets it to Johnson at the logo. Johnson being guarded by Mastransky. Gets it to Tyler Bacon. Tyler Bacon with the 3, no good off the iron. Rebounded by Mejia, but stolen by Esslinger. Esslinger gets it to Coronado in the corner, drives baseline. No good, but Bacon with the rebound. Gets it to Johnson. Gets it to Coronado. Coronado layup is no good. Fight for the rebound. It'll be Titans ball with 20.3 seconds to go. As the fans out here are in love with Tyler Bacon. As it looks like the Titans will just dribble the rest of this clock out. Oh no, St. Dom's is going to try to play defense for some reason. And now the Titans will just dribble the rest of this clock out. And will win 64-47. What a win here for the Holy Trinity Titans against St. Dominic's Bayhawks. And Matt, how do you think that game went for Holy Trinity?
The Titans were dominant the whole game. The St. Dominic's Bayhawks were having trouble in the defense and offense. They could not land a 3.
As catch you next time here on the Holy Trinity Titans YouTube channel. This is Jack Clarity and Matt Becker signing off for now.